One believes things because one has been conditioned to believe them. If one's different, one's bound to be lonely. Most human beings have an almost infinite capacity for taking things for granted. Imagine the folly of allowing people to play elaborate games which do nothing whatever to increase consumption. It's madness. But I don't want comfort. I want God. I want poetry. I want real danger. I want freedom. I want goodness. I want sin. I'd rather be myself, he said. Myself and nasty, not somebody else, however jolly. Words can be like X-rays if you use them properly. They'll go through anything. You read and you're pierced. Bokanovsky's process is one of the major instruments of social stability. Over the main entrance, the words, Central London Hatchery and Conditioning Center, and in a shield, the World State's motto, community, identity, stability. No social stability without individual stability. And that, put in the director sententiously, that is the secret of happiness and virtue, liking what you've got to do. All conditioning aims at that, making people like their unescapable social destiny. Most men and women will grow up to love their servitude and will never dream of revolution. Moral education, which ought never in any circumstances to be rational. For particulars, as everyone knows, make for virtue and happiness. Generalities are intellectually necessary evils. Not philosophers, but fret sawyers and stamp collectors compose the backbone of society. One of the principal functions of a friend is to suffer, in a milder and symbolic form, the punishments that we should like, but are unable to inflict upon our enemies. I am I, and I wish I weren't. Family, monogamy, romance, everywhere exclusiveness, everywhere a focusing of interest, a narrow channeling of impulse and energy. A physical shortcoming could produce a kind of mental excess. The process, it seemed, was reversible. Mental excess could produce, for its own purposes, the voluntary blindness and deafness of deliberate solitude, the artificial impotence of asceticism. Actual happiness always looks pretty squalid in comparison with the overcompensations for misery. And of course, stability isn't nearly so spectacular as instability. And being contented has none of the glamour of a good fight against misfortune, none of the picturesqueness of a struggle with temptation, or a fatal overthrow by passion or doubt. Happiness is never grand.